Welcome, Y community. My name is Priscilla, and I am so excited to be here today and share in this practice with you, in this yoga and meditation flow. And today we will be honoring the beautiful life and legacy of two wonderful leading edge healers and philanthropists and philosophical magicalness people who have paved the way in Black history and have done wonderful works in honestly cultivating what the theme of this class is, love. And so today we'll be talking about bell hooks and Dr. Parker, Gail Parker, who is the author of Transforming Ethic, Race, and Based Trauma and Stress Through Yoga. And so we'll be implementing some of her practices in this book, as well as kind of leaning into the art of love. And so with that being said, we'll begin on our backs, legs long, connecting to our breath, connecting to our bodies as we land here in this moment. So begin by softening the gaze. And noticing first that you have this body. This body that animates you with each cycle of breath. So notice the inhalation and the exhalation, the rising and the falling of the chest. And I invite you to energetically bring your awareness to the heart, noticing that sacred space. Allow the breath to fill with each inhale the heart space. And release from the heart space the breath with each exhalation. Cultivating this symbiotic relationship with the inhale and the exhale by inviting in love. This loving awareness with each inhalation. And perhaps expanding out that love, that loving awareness outward with each exhalation. Continuing with your own breath cycle, inhaling deeply this loving energy. And exhaling this loving energy. Allowing relaxation to cascade from crown to toes with each cycle of breath as you fill with your own love. Now, I thought it was fitting to bring in the works of not only Dr. Gail Parker, but bell hooks, because not only are their workings very linked, but they bring in the essence of loving awareness as an art of not only social justice, but an art of mindfulness, a part of their well-being practice. Dr. Gail Parker is a clinical psychologist and lifelong student practitioner of yoga, who integrates yoga, meditation, psychology into her physical well-being practice and in her approach of wellness in her book, Transforming Ethnic and Race-Based Traumatic Stress with Yoga. And on the other hand, bell hooks, who is a prominent American author, feminist, and theorist, who also is a cultural critic and educator, writes extensively on the intersectionality of race, class, gender, exploring themes of feminism, racism, love, and power dynamics in society. And she is known notably for her works in All About Love, New Vision. And the offerings of these two beautiful beings into the celebration of Black history and the way that they've been monumental in paving the way to incorporate these teachings into our mindfulness practice. Bell Hooks opens in All About Love. She mentions that, quote, "To practice the art of loving, we have to first choose love. Admit to ourselves that we want love, and we want to know love. And be loving enough even when we do not know what that means." Following that, Gail Parker enters in and mentions that an open heart is a courageous heart and is not afraid to love. And by recognizing yourself as love is one of the most supreme acts of self-love. And so today I invite you to lean into your own self-love practice and find out what it means to cultivate love for yourself in this moment and bring that meaning to life in this practice. So taking 3 deep breaths into the heart and out through the heart. The bottom of that 3rd breath, we're going to gently draw our knees into our chest and embrace ourselves in a loving hold here. Maybe rocking from side to side and back and forth. So what does it mean to practice the art of loving? Rocking until we meet in a seated position, only to land for just a second, and then fully rocking forward onto our hands and knees. Coming into tabletop position. In the center of our mat, aligning shoulders with wrist, hips with knees. Knees about hip width distance or further apart. And begin to open up the back line and front line of the heart space through some cat and cows here. So we're going to inhale, we're going to pull the chest through. Gaze reaches towards the sky, pushing through the palms. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under. Back line of the heart lifts as chin draws through chest. So moving in this dynamic movement, we're going to invite that love into the body with the breath. So inhale, lifting through the chest as we invite love into our body with that breath. Exhale, releasing, lifting that back line of the body towards the ceiling as the chin draws in towards chest, sending that love out. So creating this balanced nature of receiving our love, inhale, and giving our love, exhale. Inhaling to receive. And exhale to release. And throughout the practice, knowing that in our inhale, we can invite our love into the body, into the space. And on our exhale, we can release that excess out into the world. Inhaling, receiving the love that we need. And exhale, extending that love outward to the space around you. A few more rounds. Noticing what it feels like to be in play, with the receptivity and the giving of the loving nature that resides within you. The practice of the art of loving. A few more rounds. Finding a neutral spine, big toes to touch, knees wide, and we're going to send the hip back. Extending the hands long, coming into extended child's pose here. Crown of head reaches towards the earth. I invite you to imagine the nature of a rose. This budding flower. Connect to the essence of a rose, which is rooted in love. Today we will embody this love as we unravel the petals of a rose. So inhale, this right hand is going to swoop down, unraveling our petals. Exhale, the right hand swoops back up towards the front of the mat. Opposite side, swooping that left hand down towards the toes. Our mobility here. Exhale, reaching that left hand back towards the top of the mat. On the next inhale, we're going to rise through the chest, gently seating back as we lift, elongating the spine. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, lifting the hands over the head. Exhale, lifting the chest once again through that heart space, baby back bend. Reaching hands nice and tall on that inhalation. Exhale, we're going to forward fold back into our child's pose. So once again, inhale, right hand swoops back towards the back of the body, towards the feet. Exhale, arm swoops back towards the top of the mat. Pause. Inhale, left hand reaches long towards the back of the mat. Inhale, swooping back towards the top of the mat, unbudding our petals. Inhale, lifting as the petal continues to flower. Exhaling to prepare. Inhaling, reaching the hands nice and long. Exhale, lifting through that chest. Inhale, rising. Exhale, releasing back down to the earth. Extended child's pose. One more round here before we begin to grow this movement. Inhale, right hand swoops long. Exhale, swooping back. You, the flower. Left petal unravels as the left hand reaches back. Left hand reaches back towards the mat on that exhalation. Rising, lifting chest as we elongate the spine. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, lifting that chest. You, the flower. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, release hands to the earth. This time we're going to tuck the toes under, send the hips high, and we're going to come into our down dog, growing in this flow. So grounding once again with a deep inhale to receive our love, and an exhale to extend that love out. And then meeting at the top of the mat, we're going to walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees as we slowly rise one vertebrae at a time. rolling the shoulders up and down the spine. A few times. Reversing that movement. Then we're going to inhale the hands over the head. Just landing in this receptive nature as we receive our love. Exhale, drawing that love down to the heart space as we extend it out with the breath. 2 more times. Let's do this. Inhaling, opening up to receive our love. Exhale down to the heart as we release our love outward. One more time. Deep inhale in the state of receptivity. Exhale as we give. Landing here for the heart for just a breath. And continuing with that nature of opening the heart space, inhaling hands high. Exhale, lifting through that chest, the heart. Baby back bend. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Planting hands, sending left leg back. Dropping that left knee, preparing the body. Engaging the legs and rising as we lift the chest. Once again, sending that heart forward in a baby back bend here. Inhaling, hands tall. Framing the foot on the exhalation as we send the hips back, half split. Inhale, rising, lifting that back leg. Right leg reaches back to meet the other. Send hips tall, downward dog. Just a breath here before dropping the knees. Big toes to touch, sending hips back and returning to child's pose. Connecting to our inner rose. As we inhale, right hand reaches back. Exhale, right hand reaches long. Inhale, left hand reaches back. Exhale, left hand reaches long. Inhale, lifting the chest. Rise. Elongating the spine on that exhalation. Reaching hands nice and tall. And inhale. And lifting the chest. Baby back bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands reach to the mat. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Inhale, walking to the top of the mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising one vertebrae at a time. Hands follow suit, reaching tall. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. Inhale, reaching hands nice and tall. Receiving our love, lifting the chest, baby back bend as we exhale, extending our love outward. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, right leg goes back. Dropping that right knee. Preparing. Making any subtle shifts here. And then the next inhale, lifting the chest. Hands follow suit. And then exhale, lifting through that heart space, shining your love. Lifting hands tall. Framing that foot as we send the hips back, half split. Inhale, back through center. Lift that back leg. Right or left leg meets the right leg at the back of the mat. Hips high. For a cycle of breath. On the next exhale, big toes touch, knees wide, extended child's pose. Once again, inhale, right hand swoops back, unraveling this petal. Exhale, hand reaches tall. Inhale, left hand unravels its petal. Exhale, left hand reaches long. Inhale, full body rises, the unraveling of a deeper petal, perhaps. Many edges of the rose, elongating the spine, and on that next inhale, lifting to receive the loving nature that is you. Exhale, shining bright from that heart space, that love outward to the world. Inhale, reaching tall, engaging and practicing the art of loving. Hands reach to the earth. Plant, tuck the toes under, hips high. Down dog. Inhale, walking to meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rising, hands reach tall in this tall mountain pose. Exhale, connecting down through the heart center. Inhale, reaching nice and tall, receiving that love that is you once again, and shining from that heart space on that exhalation as we pull the heart through. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left leg sends back, drop the knee. Prepare the body, and on that next inhale, lifting the chest. Shining that heart through once again as we exhale, lifting the chest, cactusing the arms, reaching tall on that next inhalation, framing the foot and sending the hips back. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, lift that back leg. Sends right foot back, down dog. Inhale, receiving you. Expanding that nature out to the world on the exhale as we drop knees, big toes touch, extended child's pose. A deep round breath here. Exhale to release. Final round on opposite side. Right hand reaches back, inhale. Right hand reaches forward, exhale. Left hand as the petal unravels once again, revealing the essence of you. Exhale, left hand reaches tall. Inhale, rising up, the spine, elongated on that exhalation. Reaching in that receptivity mode of your love on that inhalation as you rise. Exhale, drawing hands and opening up the heart space. Reaching nice and tall. Exhale, planting hands to the earth. Tucking the toes under, sending hips high. Inhale, walking to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising, reaching, receiving your love. Exhale, drawing the hands to the heart space as we extend that love outward. Once again, inhaling in receptivity of you, the practice, the art of living, loving. Exhale, reaching that heart space through. Extending the love out, reaching the hands tall on that next inhale. Forward fold. As we exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hand, and this time right leg goes back. Dropping that knee, preparing the body. And rising through the chest. Receiving you. Exhale, extending as we reach that heart space forward, out the love that is you. Inhale, reaching nice and tall, framing that foot. Hip sends back, halfway split. Pausing, releasing. Inhale, rise. Right knee lifts, left foot meets the back of the mat. This time we drop the knees. Big toes touch, land in a child's pose, extended, and we'll stay here for a breath, or two, or three, or four. And just noticing. Noticing what it feels like to receive your love through movement, through intentionality, the practice of the art of loving. Walking hands to the right edge of the mat, feeling that gentle stretch on the left side body. Breathing in here for a cycle of breath. And breathing out. Next, inhale, landing through center, pause. Exhale, release. Then inhale, walking hands to the left edge of the mat. One full cycle of breath, inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And come back through center. We're going to pull the chest through, coming to our bellies, landing one hand on top of the other. Forehead, you can even stack fists and land forehead in that way, or just stack hands and rest your forehead on top of your hands. And see if you can notice any areas in the body that's holding on to tension, holding on or gripping, and see if we can invite some release through relaxing the muscles, relaxing and releasing the tension with loving awareness. And just become aware of the front line of the body now, connected to the earth. Notice each breath and how the breath works against gravity as you inhale and you lift away, you rise away from the earth. As you exhale, you contract, coming closer. Perhaps softening the gaze here by closing the eyes and returning to that heart space. Returning to your love. Returning to you. Silently breathing in, I am love. Breathing out, we are love. Through the heart space, I am love. And out the heart space, we are love. Self-love is the foundation of our loving practice. Without it, our other efforts to love fail. Giving ourselves love provides our inner being with the opportunity to have the unconditional love we may have always longed to receive from somebody else. When we give this precious gift to ourselves, we are able to reach out to others from a place of fulfillment and not from a place of lack. Bell hooks. Breathing in to the heart space, I am love. And breathing out, we are love. And imagine what it would look like in a world where we walk coexisting from an awareness that I am love, and thus we are love. Recognizing yourself as love is a supreme act of self-love. Gail Parker. May we continue to move in our day, the rest of this month, the rest of the year from this loving awareness, bridged with the inner workings of bell hooks, the book all about love, and transforming ethnic and race-based trauma stress with yoga by Gail Parker. Today we were able to cultivate from our own inner landscape of love. It has been nothing short of a gift to share this beautiful practice with you in honoring and celebrating Black History Month and moving from this sense of awareness of love. Love not only as this offering unto ourselves and offering unto others, but also this essence that has been a driving force in the cultivation of Black history. As we see in the workings of bell hooks, in the workings of Gail Parker, love has been a foundational essence in social justice and cultivating equanimity and freedom and justice for all walks. And so may our actions be rooted in love, and may we see the tangibility of our loving efforts, not only in our well-being, but in the proliferation of Black history. Thank you.
I'm Sarah, and this is Cardio Dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life.
To the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy.